Clutch Trucker is filmed before a live studio audience. Hey YouTube, thanks again for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Clutch Trucker channel now comes to you with fluoride. Today's edition of the Clutch Trucker channel is two things. First off, the Trukr Stick. What's the Trukr Stick? It's this beautiful thing right here, see? Trukr Stick. It says it on the top and on the bottom. This was one of my Christmas gifts. It's not very expensive. I found it on Amazon.com, $12.99, okay, plus shipping if you don't have Prime. But it's a beautiful thing because the squeegees at the truck stops, well, I think they're smaller at some of them, but usually the Petros and Petros and TAs, where I tend to fuel up the most, they're too big, they're too wide. So I can't get them. I can get maybe half of my mirror cleaned, and that drives me insane. So then what I have to do, I have to walk up and down all around the fuel islands to try to find one of those dispensers maybe that might actually have some freaking towels in it. So I had seen this thing advertised actually on top of a fuel pump at the Petro in Laramie one time. It said Trukr Stick, invented by a trucker, hey, and it's available inside. I went inside and said, hey, how about that Trukr Stick? This is the look I get. What? Dude? Yeah, I said, you've got little signs on your pumps out there for this gadget. I want to buy it. Do you have it? Dude, I don't know, man. Just don't know. Well, no, they didn't have it. And I haven't been able to find it. My light's freaking out on me. Time to replace the batteries in that, I guess. That's another subject we'll get to in a minute. But anyway, they didn't have it, and I've looked at TAs and Petros ever since, never found it. Finally looked it up on Amazon, and yes, there it is. The Trukr Stick. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, Trukr Stick. Anyway, so I told my wife, I said, I know we're cash poor this year, but here's something you can get me that's really cheap. So she ordered it. It comes in 3 colors. You can get the red, the blue, or the black, I think. I chose blue, and the blue also supports the St. Christopher's Trucker Relief Fund. Ah, that's a good thing. For hurt truckers who've been in wrecks or something and can't pay their insurance bills, it's a good organization, all right? So like if you buy a Blue Tiger Elite, they have the blue version. It also supports the St. Christopher's Relief Fund. It's a beautiful thing. So I've wanted one of these things ever since I saw it, and 13 bucks. You can't beat that, drivers. I mean, come on. $13, that's a bad meal at a TA. Not even including the tip. So it's a beautiful thing. Say that's the perfect size to fit inside your large mirror. And then you've got this bottom side, which is smaller, but you see, I don't know if you can see it on there, but it's curved. It's curved to work on your convex mirror, because that's damn near impossible with a standard squeegee to try to clean. That's when you have to traipse back and forth trying to find maybe a dispenser that has some paper towels in it to try to wipe that down afterwards. This eliminates all that. It's a beautiful thing! Yay! Happy presents, smiling crap and confetti. How it's just the perfect width for the mirror. So see, if you go on down, it's the perfect width. Because the ones at the truck stops are too big. Now, the other side, the curved side, is for the convex mirror, right down here, you see? It's got a curved side on it, so it does the curved mirror. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, now I'm going to try putting some water on it, see if I can kind of wipe it off and get a little bit better results. Alright, so here we go with the Trukr Stick. Yeah, I need some soap in there. I gotta clean it up a little bit better. And the convex mirror, see, it's got some dots and stuff on it, so let's try that one. Put the water on it. There, that's pretty good. Rusty, what do you think of the Trukr Stick? You see the excitement. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, when you're cleaning your mirrors, one thing that helps out in the wintertime and the colder months, you notice it's really hard to get those exactly clean. You always have still a streak here or there, even if you wipe the crap out of it when it's cold. Have your engine running and turn on your mirror heat switch, and that's going to help you clean your mirrors better, and you won't have the little streakies left in there. So, in conclusion on the part 1 of this video, get a Trukr Stick. You're going to want it. You don't know you want it yet, drivers, but you want it. Oh, you want it. Now, to part 2 of this video, I smell rotten eggs. And what does that mean? That means it doesn't mean anything good. That means your batteries are dying. At least one of them's going completely bad, and probably already is bad, maybe more. First time I noticed that, it really wasn't until I was an owner-operator, because if you're a company driver, most companies tend to change out the batteries on the trucks on a fairly routine basis. As an owner-operator, I don't change them out until I smell them. And it smells exactly like rotten eggs. So if you ever catch a funny odor, like it started today, earlier today when I was at a Costco in Gypsum, Colorado trying to get loaded. Took hours because they didn't know why I was there and what I was picking up. Another fun part of trucking. But anyway, finally got loaded. Noticed a couple times, boy, there's kind of an odd smell around here. And of course, at first, it hasn't dawned on me because it's been a while. And I'm like, boy, it kind of smells around here, kind of like rotten eggs. Then, when I'm at the Costco I'm delivering to in Spanish Fork, Utah tonight, I smell it again, and that's when it goes, click. Yep, the old brain clicks on there for a minute. Hey, dimnit, you know, the reason you smelled it there and you're smelling it here is it's probably coming from the truck. And it is. It's, and my batteries are right below my driver's compartment underneath my step. So that's when I'm smelling it, when I'm getting in and out of the truck. So it finally dawned on me, duh, that's what it is. The rotten egg smell means your battery or batteries are going. Typically, one of these big trucks takes 4 batteries. Last time I spent $400 at a Freightliner in Troy, Illinois. Yeah. Don't want to say the name of the place, but it rhymes with Truck Centers, Inc. Don't go there. Took like 8 hours for them to get to it. They changed out one battery and they connected it up wrong. Freaking morons. And charged me $400 for the one battery, and it took them 8 hours. So I was driving through Indianapolis a couple days later, stopped by a Freightliner there. It's a Stoops, I think is what it is. And they had the batteries on sale for 69 bucks a piece. I bought 4, and I said, I'll bring you back your cores later, because of course you have a core charge. And then when I was at a TA in Hanover, Connecticut, I think, there's a little TA up there. I had time, so I pulled them all out, sat there on the ground, pulled my step out, pulled my tools out, changed the batteries myself. And so, cost me a lot less money from that one $400 battery. And that's where I swore I'd never pay anybody to change out my batteries again. So I did the other 3 myself. Then brought all the cores back to Indianapolis later on when I came through, like a week or 2 later. And I put them in my right step box, which is empty most of the time. So I have room for them. So I'm going to do the same thing again this weekend. I've got a load going, picking up in Procter & Gamble in Bear City, Valley, Country, Mountain, River, Utah, something like that. I've picked up there before. It's usually toilet paper, paper towels, that kind of stuff. Light load, only 9,000 pounds, going to Kent, Washington, Seattle area. 775-ish miles is what they say. It's really about 800. But I'm picking up tomorrow, Friday, the 27th, and I don't deliver until Monday, the 30th. And I don't need that long to get there, so I've got time to play with. So I'll find a Freightliner along the way that's got a decent price on the batteries. I'll buy them, and then when I have time, I'll change them out myself if the weather's good, because you can save so much money doing it yourself. Plus, you know, it's hooked up right. Like I say, the morons at that Truck Centers, Inc. couldn't even freaking hook them up right. So stay tuned in the next few days, because I plan to do a video on that. I've been trying to do a video on all my minor repairs. So once again, this will be a quick and dirty method for changing out your truck batteries. Watch for that in the coming days, all right? And I can show you exactly how to do it. It's not rocket science. You may get little sparks here and there every now and then, but you know, it's not going to kill you. but it's easy to do, and you should do it yourself, drivers, if you're an owner-operator, because you're going to save huge money doing it yourself. And it's, again, really a fairly easy thing to do. It just takes a little time, and I do it one battery at a time, so I reconnect each one the way it was, because there's a lot of connectors between all of them. All right, so we'll go into that when I do that video. Hey, thanks for tuning in. That's it for this one for now. Like I say, Trukr Stick, gotta have it. If you're smelling rotten eggs, bad batteries, they're going bad, you better change them quick. There's the summary of this video. As always, please subscribe, please comment, hit the like, ring the bell, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. As always, clutch out.